It is crazy where our tax dollars go. Like we spent over $100 billion to help out Ukraine, even though nobody ever really tried to think about visiting Ukraine. We spend money to pay taxes for us to rent houses because for some reason our tax money goes to investment firms like BlackRock, and BlackRock invests in buying up single family homes, jacking up the prices, making us have to rent. And also, we spend our money for gain of function research. In 2011, two doctors, and I'm not trying to pronounce their names because I don't want to butcher them, but they did gain of function research, taking the avian flu and transferring it, mutating it to infect mammals. We're mammals. And for the avian flu to get in people, the mortality rate is like 40 to 60%. And that was just 12 years ago. And now we're dealing with a spike in egg prices because chickens are being infected with the avian flu.
And we are also learning a massive fire at an egg farm in Basra left as many as 100,000 chickens dead. This happened early this afternoon at a Hillendale egg farm on Schwartz Road. It quickly turned into a 3-alarm fire with as many as 20 companies responding. The Salvation Army on the scene confirmed with firefighters 100,000 chickens sadly perished, but no other injuries have been reported.
Cleanup is underway at Forsman Farms in Howard Lake after a massive fire on Saturday night. About 19 hours later, you can still see a bit of smoke from the road. This is where a poultry building once stood on the farm, which is a large egg producer in the state. Crews responded to the fire off Highway 12 around 10 p.m.
Waverly and Cokato.
A lot of sirens, a lot of noise, a lot of commotion. There's one of the fire chiefs going down the road.
Eddie Olson was 6 miles away in Cokato, having a bonfire in his backyard.
I'm a Skywarn spotter, so I do a lot of like radio communications and stuff, and this is like one of maybe 50 radios I have, so I just grabbed one and heard that they were dispatching all the departments, so I knew it was big.
Eddie grabbed his radio and arrived at the farm to find it in flames.
Structure fire, mutual aid.
It was incredibly huge.
Multiple fire departments were on scene to help fight the fire. The Wright County Sheriff's Office estimates about 200,000 chickens were inside the building. A Forsman Farms spokesperson says they're not sure how many chickens were killed in the fire. They're estimating anywhere from tens of thousands into a couple hundreds of thousands.
It's a lot of chickens. It's a hit to the egg market. It's people's jobs. It's a local community, so anytime anything big like that happens, it's not good.
Forsman Farms sells over 3 million eggs per day to some of the nation's largest retailers. In a statement, a farm spokesperson said, quote, "No one was injured, and we are grateful that first responders were quickly on scene to put out the fire. Unfortunately, chickens were lost because of the fire. We are evaluating the extent of the damage, which appears to be confined to a single structure, as well as investigating the cause of the fire." The Wright County Sheriff's Office says at this point they believe the fire was an accident. However, the state fire marshal is investigating the cause. In Howard Lake, Heidi Wigdahl, KARE 11 News.
And what happened now is getting into minks. Mammals. It's been transferred into mammals. It's a little scary, especially what happened with COVID, where we learned that they did gain of function research, mutating the virus. Instead of just doing it on a computer like they do everything else, they decided to take actual viruses and put them into vials and stuff and be scientists and play with things because they want to study. And then we have our tax dollars not going to help American citizens, though, because it took 2 weeks for Joe Biden's administration and the American government to go out and help East Palestine, Ohio, when they had a chemical spill that can affect millions of people in the near future, but yet they didn't want to do anything about it because FEMA denied them at first because it wasn't a tornado or a hurricane, because we know that FEMA is really good with dealing with hurricane or tornado victims. I was alive during Hurricane Katrina. But let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think? Do you think our tax dollars are being used properly? And if not, what are you going to do? Can you go talk to your local politician and really bug them about it? Just do that. Email them, send them letters, phone calls, all that good stuff. Comment down below, what do you think about this situation? I'm your host, TJ Evans, with another installment of the TJ Evans Show. Y'all remember, do your own research. Don't take my word for gold. Y'all stay safe, stay prayed up. Do the YouTube and Rumble thing. Subscribe to the Royal Family Studios page. And also check out my book on Amazon, The Diary of Marvin Dwayne. Peace.